We are showing you guys the top 3 best meta decks in Clash Royale right now, meaning they have so many strong cards in the current meta and an incredible amount of good matchups, meaning a lot of you guys are going to be able to absolutely climb trophies with these decks here today. Immediately getting into deck number 1, it's going to be a P.E.K.K.A. Dark Prince Graveyard Freeze deck. The reason why this deck is so strong is because you got that splash damage. You have the E-Wiz, Dark Prince, Barb Barrel, Tornado Baby Dragon, and obviously you have that heavy hitter of the P.E.K.K.A. able to kill Electro Giants, able to kill Golems, able to kill really anything like that. The Tornado will 100% hard counter any Hog Rider deck you might face. The Graveyard Freeze is of course incredibly powerful in this current season, and when there's not too much poison, not too much Mother Witch, Graveyard's going to be absolutely awesome, guys. So we're going to get into match number 1 here today and show you guys how to win with deck number 1. We're queuing up for a tournament, and the reason why we aren't going into the ladder is because my card levels are just simply not there. So we got to go settle for a tournament here today, guys. We're going to coach you guys on how to get the maximum amount of wins possible with this deck here today, and if you need help upgrading, if you need tips on that, definitely make sure to stay tuned to the channel. We're going to keep on coming out with content for you guys. But with this deck here today, how you want to play it, the playstyle is very slow. It's a little bit of a more expensive deck. I don't know if you guys saw, but it's over 4.0 average elixir cost here. So you want to play slow. You want to wait until double elixir. If you can really save onto your freeze spell, really hide it from your opponents, they are not going to expect it, and that could be absolutely massive. So we see him go with the fireball there, and that's honestly fine. That is completely all good. We're going to go with the Barb Barrel. He's going with the log. He's going with all sorts of stuff now. And that does make me think that maybe we should pressure a little bit here with the Dark Prince, right? The Electro Wizard's going to move up. We're curious to see what he's got in store. Now, normally, like I said, you really got to play slow, because if he were to have a balloon right now, we would get absolutely destroyed. But it's looking like it's going to be a Hog Rider 2.6 matchup. Interesting, right? He's got a super fast cycle. He's got lots of answers to us. So we are going to really need to outskill him here and get a massive push. That is the only way we're going to be able to win this thing. He's going with the log. We're going to be able to easily NATO that Hog Rider and then distract this Musketeer with the Baby Dragon. Get some good value there, right? The Hog Rider will definitely be able to destroy us, and since he's playing Hog 2.6, it's not even going to be that skillful on his end. He's just going to be able to outspam us and most likely do a lot of damage. So we're going to need to be patient. We're going to wait and see what he's got going on. So he's deciding to fireball that, so we will go in here knowing that, hey, maybe he doesn't have a ton of elixir hand, sorry. And as you see here, I mean, we're going to get some easy damage. We could freeze if we want to and honestly get a bunch more damage, but we do want to save onto our freeze spell. Like I said, we got to be patient. It's all about being patient with this deck here today. So we're going to go with the Electro Wizard. We're going to actually NATO this. We really don't want any damage coming through on that Hog Rider, and we see a Musketeer. We could freeze that. Some people might be tempted to, but see, that would have been a really bad play. What we'll do, though, is we're definitely going to be able to go with the Dark Prince here and ultimately just distract. Actually, we're going to go with the Baby Dragon instead. Our cards are taking a really long time to place for some reason. Hopefully that gets fixed. But we see the Ice Golem. We are going to go with a P.E.K.K.A. right here, dude. I'm expecting to go the Hog Rider sometime soon. Even if he doesn't, the P.E.K.K.A. moving up here will be fantastic with our graveyard. And the interesting thing here is that he's actually using Hog 2.6 with a bit of a twist. We see a bunch of different things coming in. We're going to NATO this Musketeer in to our Barb, to all that stuff. We'll now be able to freeze. We did miss the freeze spell a little bit there, but I think we're still going to get a good amount of damage. I'm definitely happy with that. 1400 HP is what he's left with. Since we NATO'd on offense, we do have to understand that he definitely can P.E.K.K.A. right now and absolutely crush. So we're going to need to go with a Hog Rider, P.E.K.K.A. in order to kill that Hog Rider with ease. And now we just do the same thing, rinse and repeat. We have a bunch of good answers here, and I think he might really struggle with our deck. So what we'll do is we'll save onto our NATO. We're just going to relax because we have all the defensive answers we need right now. We're going to let our graveyard get a little chip damage here and there, but overall, he's spending so much elixir on defense, he's not going to be able to do too much on offense. Let's push up here with all of this. We're going to go with an Electro Wizard as well, try and take all of that out, help that Dark Prince out a ton, and that Hog Rider is actually going to go down, guys, so we can go ahead and go in with a graveyard. We can go in with a Barb Barrel because of all of that. Let's go ahead and go with the Dark Prince here instead of the freeze spell, because honestly, we're going to be completely honest here, the Dark Prince will be able to splash. That would be game over here as we come in with the freeze spell. Pretty much over, right? Yeah, good game. Thank you so much for playing, man. But a good match there. You see, he had everything he needed in order to win that match, but because we played smart, because we played it slow, we were able to get it done for match number 1. Really solid demonstration of why this deck is so good in the current meta, because if you play slow, if you know what your opponent's counters are, then you're going to be able to absolutely outsmart opponents and get a lot of easy wins with this deck. Deck number 2 of the day is going to be Double Barrel Bait with the Fireball, with the Skarmian, with the Valkyrie in here instead of the Knight. A lot of people use Princess in this deck, but I do not see the value in that. You will need the log, you need the fireball, and you also need the Skarmy. Reason being is if you're going against a mirror matchup, if you're going against anyone else with the Goblin Barrel, you're going to want to have the log and the Skarmy as answers, and the fireball, obviously. But if you only have the Skarmy or if you only have the log, then sometimes your defense is not going to be as clean as it otherwise could be. So that being said, we're queuing up for match number 2, guys. Leave a like on the video if you're enjoying these decks, and if you're going to use any of them, definitely make sure to check the description down below. It's an easy way to copy the decks. We post all the links down there. So let's get it going here, guys, and go with our Skeleton Barrel first play. It's always a good first play. It puts on the pressure, right? With this deck, it's very different than our last one. You want to apply pressure oftentimes, and other times it can be really beneficial to playing aggressive, because right here our fireball comes out, and because we went with just a Skeleton Barrel, he played 9 elixir at the Brage Boys. You understand? That is absolutely mad. He's going with a log now. He has just completely screwed himself over here, because watch what we're going to do. Should be okay. I mean, this is risky. I don't recommend this, but since he just used his log, we're going in. We are straight up going in. He used his Wizard, Valkyrie, and log. What does he have in terms of answers? Anything? An Executioner too? That was about the best of answers he could have had, and I'm not even lying. And we still did a lot of damage. He says, well played. Thank you very much, sir. And we have the Inferno Tower for his Hog Rider, something to definitely remember, right? So we do have, once again, a lot of great answers in this deck. We're just going to need to save onto them for that specified reason. Reason for the Inferno Tower being saved onto is because we need that for the Hog Rider. And what we'll do here is we will definitely go with the Goblin. We'll let that Wizard tag us up a little bit here, but the Dark Goblin basically ensures the Wizard won't get more than 2 shots off, which is absolutely perfect. Let's go ahead and honestly just go with another Skeleton Barrel. If he goes in with a Hog Rider here, we will just Inferno Tower, but it doesn't look like he will. He's going to go with the Valkyrie and then just let that go. The log comes down on defense, and since once again, I mean, we're just baiting this log out, we're going to be able to go with the Goblin Barrel here and hopefully get some good damage. Now, the Valkyrie did get some shots off. We didn't have any real good answers in cycle, which is all good. This is going to be a fun match, though. If he goes with the Hog Rider, we got the Inferno Tower ready to go. If he goes with anything else crazy, we can Fireball. But right now, I mean, if he's not going to place anything, we will go ahead and log. We will also go ahead and Dark Goblin, and we will obviously just go with our Skeleton Barrel again. I mean, he's really letting us have this. If he goes with his Hog Rider here, we will end up Skeleton Armying this. What I think we'll end up doing, though, is we're actually just going to Inferno Tower this, guys. And what we will also do is we will take that Fireball value as he's giving it to us. And we can also log this Executioner to get extra damage on him if need be. We have a Valkyrie in cycle as well, which is beautiful. So what I think we'll do here is we'll actually go ahead and Valkyrie to distract that Executioner. He gets a really nice Fireball down. So what we'll do, just to make sure the Hog Rider gets no shots, we didn't need to, but we did end up logging, obviously, to make sure it would get that knockback, so he couldn't finish us off. He has Fireball in cycle, but he's not going to be able to get it down. That's 100% towered down. Let's go with an Inferno Tower, and right now, if you're a tower ahead, if you know your opponent's got some things coming in, you do just want to play a little bit of defense here. So let's go ahead and Fireball. Let's go ahead and log. That'll not only kill the Wizard, but I mean, we are really struggling with lag right now. Let's go ahead and use our Dark Goblin, guys. He won't be able to take our tower, luckily for us. We're going to go ahead and Skeleton Army. He's probably going to log that, but it will be way too late. Too little too late, dude. Go to the game. We were lagging that match, so hopefully that gets better. We get an easy win. It wouldn't have been that close if we weren't lagging, but all good. We get the easy win nonetheless, and you guys can see why this deck is so strong. That has been deck number 2, the Double Barrel Bait, and deck number 3 of the day, the final one we're featuring, is going to be a Lava Hound Skeleton Dragons Guards deck. The Guards are incredibly strong, the Tombstone's very strong, and the Lava Hound with the Balloon combination is one of the best combos in the game, and with the Zap and Fireball currently really good in the meta, you're going to be able to take things down like Flying Machine. You're going to be able to zap those bats away. This deck is going to be one you're going to want to use. We're loading up for the 3rd match of the day, guys. Let's get in here against Sim. Good luck, man. Let's go 3-0 for the day. We have Lava Hound. You could always go Lava Hound first play if you'd like, but what I like to do is go Tombstone, depending on what the opponent places. So he's going with an Ice Wizard. We will go ahead and go with a Lava Hound here. Reason being is obviously an Ice Wizard is going to be a good answer to something in the air. And since he's going with this, oh wow, boys. What we'll do here is we'll split up some Skeleton Dragons just so we don't get 3 crowned, and then we'll go ahead and go with a Balloon behind our Lava Hound. This is a risky play, right? He very well might have something good for our Lava Hound in Balloon. It doesn't look like he does. A Baby Dragon's not going to be ideal, I would say. If he has a Rocket, if he has something like that, we are in trouble. The NATO, honestly, pretty bad. We're still going to be able to take that whole tower in luckily tower trade. But yeah, really interesting stuff there. Why he would go with an Ice Wizard, I don't know, guys. But some people, you know, they would get frightened when they see the Valkyrie. They would get really scared when they see the graveyard. You gotta hold your ground and sometimes go for that tower trade, which right there, it will pay off for sure. Let's go ahead and go with our Mega Minion here. He's going into the Valkyrie. Not a bad play, but not a great one either, guys. Let's go ahead and go in with the Lava Hound once again. We're going to be able to hopefully do something, like a little bit of a Lava Hound balloon action once again. He really did not have many good answers to our balloon, so I think that's going to be something definitely good for us in this matchup. We see the Tombstone come down. We can go ahead and Skeleton Dragons that baby dragon, and that'll be a really effective answer. And so what we'll do here is we'll go with our Skeleton Dragons. Now we'll go ahead and go with our balloon. The Skeleton Dragons will support beautifully. The Tombstone should go down here with ease. The poison does come down, which is actually really interesting. He does have that Graveyard Poison combo, which is always really pretty powerful in the meta. But the baby dragon does retarget onto the balloon because of that NATO. We still get a lot of damage, though. I would deem that a really successful push. Let's go ahead and Fireball. That was a really bad Fireball. We definitely missed that one. Let's go ahead, go with the Mega Minion if we need to. But if we don't need to, we're going to just go ahead and Tombstone on defense. Just to cycle, just to make sure we have a little bit of a cushion here. Because all we need is one more balloon shot, and we literally take the whole tower. So let's go with the Lava Hound. He's going in here. The guards are going to be fantastic. He's also going in with all of this. Let's go ahead and go in with our Mega Minion, guys. If he poisons here on offense, I think that'll be game over, because he will not be able to defend our Skeleton Dragons and balloon. And there is the poison. A catastrophic mistake, if I do say so myself, and this is why. Even though he's got the NATO, even though he's got the Tombstone, how will he possibly be able to defend any of this, guys? I don't think he'll be able to in the slightest. He does have NATO once again, so that is a decent thing for him, going for him. We're going to go ahead and zap this just to make sure the balloon gets on this, and that is going to be game over. I mean, we crush. We are absolutely dominating here. We're just going to go in with some great defensive answers now just to ensure he can't take our tower, and this has been 3 easy, very strong showcases of the decks here today, guys. This has been a dominant performance every single match. We're coming out on top with ease. That's a good game, man. Thank you so much for playing. But once again, all 3 of these decks, the best meta decks in the current game right now. They make winning easy. All you gotta do is play smart. All you gotta do is take the tips from today's video, apply them in your own way, and once you master, once you practice with these decks, then you'll be able to absolutely crush opponents in Clash Royale. I do hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and once again, if you're going to use these decks, if you enjoyed it, it really does mean a lot if you guys leave a like on the video. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a fantastic day. Master Diddy-san, out.